The local group is the galaxy group that includes the Milky Way. The local group comprises more than 54 galaxies, most of them dwarf galaxies. Its gravitational center is located somewhere between the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy. The local group covers a diameter of 10 μ and has a binary distribution. The group itself is a part of the larger Laniakea Supercluster. The local supercluster was previously thought to be the Virgo Supercluster, now an appendage to the newly defined local supercluster. The two most massive members of the group are the Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies. These two spiral galaxies have each a system of satellite galaxies. Milky Way satellite galaxies system comprises Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, Large Magellanic Cloud, Small Magellanic Cloud, Canis Major dwarf, Ursa Minor dwarf, Draco dwarf, Carina dwarf, Sextans dwarf, Sculptor dwarf, Fornax dwarf, Leo I, Leo II, and Ursa Major I dwarf and Ursa Major II dwarf, plus several additional ultra-faint dwarf spheroidal galaxies. The Andromeda Galaxy's satellite system consists of Messier 32, Messier 110, NGC 147, NGC 185, Andromeda I, and II, and III, and IV, and B, Pegasus DSPH, Cassiopeia dwarf, and 8, and 9, and X, and 11, and 19, and XXI and XXII, plus several additional ultra-faint dwarf spheroidal galaxies. The Triangulum Galaxy, the third largest and only unbarred spiral galaxy in the local group, may or may not be a companion to the Andromeda Galaxy. Pisces dwarf is equidistant from the Andromeda Galaxy and the Triangulum Galaxy, so it may be a satellite of either. The membership of NGC 3109, with its companions Sextans A and the Antlia dwarf, is uncertain due to extreme distances from the center of the local group. The other members of the group are gravitationally secluded from these large subgroups: IC10, IC1613, Phoenix dwarf, Leo, Tucana dwarf, Cetus dwarf, Pegasus dwarf irregular, Wolf Lundmarker Milot, Aquarius dwarf, and Sagittarius dwarf irregular. History: the term the local group was introduced by Edwin Hubble in Chapter 6 of his book The Realm of the Nebulae. There, he described it as a typical small group of nebulae which is isolated in the general field. He delineated, by decreasing luminosity, its members to be M31, Milky Way, M33, Large Magellanic Cloud, Small Magellanic Cloud, M32, NGC 205, NGC 6822, NGC 185, IC 1613 and NGC 147. He also identified IC10 as a possible local group member. By 2003, the number of known local group members has increased from his initial 12 to 36 by way of the discovery of almost 24 low-luminosity galaxies. Component galaxies =map == list of galactic bodies == Other notable objects: Smith's Cloud, a high-velocity cloud, between 32,000 and 49,000 light-years from Earth, and 8,000 light-years from the disk of the Milky Way galaxy, HVC 127-41-330, a high-velocity cloud, 2.3 million light-years from Earth, Monoceros Ring, a ring of stars around the Milky Way which is proposed to consist of a stellar stream torn from the Canis Major dwarf galaxy. Diagram. See also: Galaxy cluster, list of nearest galaxies, list of galaxy clusters, IC 342/Matthew group, the group of galaxies nearest to the local group. Local supercluster, list of Andromeda's satellite galaxies, list of Milky Way satellite galaxies. References. External links: The Local Group of Galaxies, SEDS Messier Pages, a survey of the resolved stellar content of nearby galaxies currently forming stars, Lowell Observatory, Vandenberg, Sydney. Updated information on the local group. The publications of the Astronomical Society of the Pacific 112, 529 €536. AR Ziv, AstroPH/000140. Bibcode 2000 PASP 112-529 v doi, 10.1086/316548.